Welcome to today's video. We're unpacking the truth behind so-called interest-free payments and explaining why a guaranteed cash discount, such as 5% off today, is usually the superior choice. To keep things engaging and clear, we'll connect the dots step by step, then illustrate the key ideas with diagrams and a practical example. Next, we'll compare outcomes, walk through a simple evaluation checklist, and finish with quick takeaways. Let's begin. Here's our roadmap. First, we establish the big idea that certainty typically beats risk. Then, we examine the math behind a 5% guaranteed discount. After that, we'll navigate a flowchart to guide decisions, followed by a concrete $1,000 example. Next, we expose deferred interest risks and visualize them on a timeline. We'll also provide a 5-step checklist and a pie chart view of risk and reward. Then we compare the options side by side, test your understanding with quick quizzes, and close with pro tips and a concise summary before the final call to action. The core insight is simple. A guaranteed 5% discount today is a certainty, an immediate return on your money. In contrast, promotional 0% or interest-free offers often hide risks. To outperform the guaranteed discount, you would need to invest your cash during the financing period and achieve an after-tax return exceeding 5%, which is uncommon with low-risk vehicles. Moreover, the financing frequently bakes the cost of the loan into the sticker price, and the most dangerous element is deferred interest. If you slip on a single payment, lenders may retroactively apply high interest rates on the full original amount. Therefore, certainty usually wins. Let's break down the numbers and rationale. The 5% discount is certain and immediate. To outperform it, you would have to invest the same cash for the duration of the financing, often around 12 months, and achieve an after-tax return greater than 5%. In the real world, safe accounts generally yield less than that after taxes, and pursuing higher returns adds market risk. Additionally, that so-called interest-free sticker price often incorporates financing costs, meaning what looks like a free loan is actually paid through a higher price. The gravest risk is deferred interest. A single missed payment can trigger a retroactive application of a high interest rate across the full original balance, starting from the purchase date. Therefore, unless you have a clear, low-risk path to beating 5% after tax, the discount is the more rational choice. If there's no credit card surcharge, a smart stack is to take the discount and still pay with a rewards card, then pay off the card immediately to lock in extra benefits without interest. This flowchart provides a structured way to decide. Start with the offer, a 5% cash discount or a 12-month interest-free plan. First, ask if you can pay on time every single month without fail. If not, the deferred interest risk alone suggests avoiding financing. If you can, then check for fees or price differences, such as a card processing surcharge, which diminish the value of financing. Next, assess whether your realistic after-tax return can beat 5%. If the answer is no, the discount is the clear winner. Even if you believe you can exceed 5%, weigh the risks, complexity, and behavioral pitfalls. Consequently, most people will still prefer the guaranteed discount. Here is a simple $1,000 example. With the cash discount, you pay $950 today and you are done, locking in a $50 certain saving. With promotional financing, you might pay about $83.33 per month for 12 months, totaling $1,000 if you never miss or delay a payment. However, to beat the discount, you would need to invest your cash during the year and earn an after-tax return above 5%, which is unlikely with low-risk vehicles. Moreover, there is meaningful risk. A missed or late payment may trigger deferred interest at a high annual percentage rate, backdated to the purchase date. Therefore, the table highlights why the guaranteed discount overwhelmingly dominates for most consumers. Let's examine the deferred interest trap more closely. Promotional 0% offers often include a clause that if you miss any payment, the lender can apply a high annual percentage rate, frequently above 20%, from the original purchase date. Critically, the interest is calculated on the full original balance, not just the remaining amount, and it is backdated to the day you bought the item. As a result, the cost can skyrocket, turning what looked like a convenience into a very expensive mistake. Therefore, reading the fine print and understanding due dates, grace periods, and penalty triggers is essential. Nonetheless, the simplest way to avoid this hazard is to choose the guaranteed discount. This timeline illustrates the typical life of a 12-month promotional plan. At month 0, you make the purchase, and the promotional rate is 0%. During months 1 through 11, on-time payments keep the promotional terms intact. However, if you miss or are late on a payment, say at month 7, the deferred interest clause can trigger. When that happens, the lender may charge a high annual percentage rate from the date of purchase, backdating interest across the entire original balance. By month 12, if any balance remains, the promotional period ends and the account reverts to a standard, often high, annual percentage rate on the remaining amount. Consequently, a single mistake can erase all perceived benefits and create a costly outcome. Here is a simple 5-step method. First, read the fine print in full and search specifically for the phrases deferred interest, penalty APR, and any fees. Second, confirm whether a cash price or discount lowers the cost by approximately 5% or more. Third, perform a quick break-even check. If your realistic after-tax return is at or below 5%, the discount is better. Fourth, be honest about your cash flow discipline. Can you automate payments and avoid any late or missed payments? If not, financing is risky. Finally, optimize the method of payment. If there is no surcharge, take the discount and still pay with a rewards credit card to earn points or cash back. Then pay the card in full immediately to avoid any interest. This pie chart is a conceptual view of the trade-offs. The guaranteed savings slice represents the immediate, certain benefit from the discount. The market return needed slice reflects the hurdle you must clear after taxes to beat that discount. The hidden costs and fees slice acknowledges surcharges, processing fees, or built-in financing costs that reduce the attractiveness of the 0% option. Finally, the behavioral risk slice represents the chance of a late or missed payment, which can trigger deferred interest and penalties. Taken together, the picture explains why the discount generally wins. On the left, the cash discount offers guaranteed savings and simplicity. You pay less today and avoid deferred interest entirely. If there is no surcharge for using a rewards card, you can stack points or cash back and still pay off immediately. This approach also reduces complexity and stress. On the right, the interest-free option often hides costs within the price, and the benefits depend on perfect payment behavior. Missing a payment may trigger high interest retroactively, and various fees or conditions in the fine print can erode value. Overall, the discount tends to provide superior outcomes for most consumers. Question 1. You are offered 5% off today, or 12 months of interest-free financing. You have no high-return investment lined up, and you cannot guarantee that you will never miss a payment. Which option is better? The options are: A. Take the 12-month financing and invest the cash. B. Take the 5% cash discount now. C. Flip a coin because it's the same. Or D. Use financing because 0% is always better. You may pause the video now to consider your answer. We will discuss the correct answer in the next section. The correct answer is B. Take the 5% cash discount now. The discount provides a guaranteed, risk-free return. In the absence of a credible, after-tax investment return above 5% and error-free payment behavior, the financing option introduces meaningful risks, including deferred interest and penalties. Question 2. Suppose there is no credit card surcharge. You can take 5% off today and pay with a 2% rewards credit card, then pay the card in full immediately. What is the optimal move? The options are: A. Take the discount, pay with the rewards card, and pay off immediately. B. Skip the discount and use the promotional financing to invest the cash. C. Use financing and carry a balance to build credit. Or D. Pay cash only and avoid any card use. You may pause the video now to think through the options. We will reveal the answer in the next section. The correct answer is A. By taking the discount and paying with a rewards card, you capture the guaranteed savings and stack additional rewards. Paying the card in full immediately prevents any interest from accruing. This approach compounds benefits with minimal risk, assuming there is no surcharge for card use. Here are practical tips. First, default to certainty by taking guaranteed discounts when your realistic after-tax return does not clearly beat the discount rate. Second, treat deferred interest and penalty APR clauses as serious red flags. Third, when permitted and with no surcharge, stack benefits by combining the discount with a rewards card and immediate full payment. Fourth, avoid arrangements that only work if you behave perfectly every month. Complexity increases the chance of mistakes. Finally, maintain an emergency buffer so that unexpected expenses do not cause a missed payment. This presentation is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, investment, tax, or legal advice. Individual circumstances vary, and the right decision can depend on personal cash flow, risk tolerance, tax status, and contractual terms. Always read your agreement and consult a qualified professional before acting. To recap, a 5% cash discount is a guaranteed, risk-free return. Achieving a higher after-tax return with low risk over a short period is unlikely, and chasing market returns introduces risk and complexity. Promotional interest-free offers often hide costs and the danger of deferred interest, which can make a small mistake very expensive. Therefore, the best strategy for most consumers is to take the discount, and, if there is no surcharge, pay with a rewards card and then immediately pay the balance in full. Ultimately, certainty, simplicity, and disciplined payment behavior protect your finances. Thank you for watching. If this helped clarify the real cost of so-called interest-free payments, please like the video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more practical money insights. Finally, let us know in the comments what offers you've encountered and how you decided your experiences can help others make better choices.